Most men miss the signs that a woman secretly wants them, not because the signs aren't there, but because no one ever taught them what real attraction actually looks like. Stay with me because by the end of this, you might realize you've been misreading the signals all along. Welcome to Laurin Unfiltered, where we talk about real attraction and human psychology. And today, we're diving into the subtle signs a woman may secretly crave you that most men completely overlook. You tell yourself she's only being polite. You convince yourself you might be overanalyzing everything. But the real issue isn't that you're seeing signs that aren't there. The real issue is that you've learned to overlook the signals that actually mean something. And I'm saying this not because I need to, but because you do. You need to hear the truth more than once. Without it, your mind drifts into fantasy size. You start overthinking. You begin chasing. And before you know it, you give away
your power like it costs nothing. Here's the reality. When a woman secretly desires you, she rarely announces it. She doesn't always make bold moves or send obvious signals. Many men expect dramatic confessions, constant messages, or clear declarations of interest, sigh and gasps. That expectation is the mistake. Genuine attraction often looks quieter. It shows up as tension, subtle tests, and emotional control. She feels something strong, but instead of revealing it openly, she manages it. She tries to appear normal, while internally she's anything but calm. There's a reason for that. Women naturally pay attention to safety, stability, and emotional strength. When she's truly drawn to you, she isn't just excited, she's affected. And when a man affects her deeply, she starts evaluating. She wonders if you're steady, if you're consistent, if you can lead yourself, if you can handle pressure without falling apart, if you can handle her energy without losing your balance. If you don't understand this, you misread what's happening. You chase when you should stay centered. You talk too much when patience would serve you better. You try to impress when you should simply observe. Sighs, you end up trying to persuade her as if attraction is something that needs proof. But attraction isn't a debate you win with arguments. You don't talk a woman into craving you. You become the kind of man who naturally stands out as rare. There are signs when she secretly wants you, but they're not the obvious ones most men look for. The important thing is not to rush the moment you notice one. Your role is to stay steady, pay attention, and respond with self-respect. Sometimes she finds reasons to be near you, but she hides the intention behind coincidence. You run into her repeatedly. She appears in places where you happen to be. She acts surprised. Yet the pattern keeps repeating. Instead of openly pursuing you, she positions herself within your reach. This is attraction expressed carefully. Wanting someone makes a person vulnerable, and revealing it too early can feel risky. So, she creates opportunities and leaves space for you to take the lead. If you misunderstand this, you might assume she's uninterested and never make a move. Or you might approach with nervous energy and push too hard, trying to secure something that was meant to grow naturally. When she places herself in your world, she's offering an opening. Step forward calmly. Make one clear move. If she responds positively, continue. If she doesn't, step back without bitterness. That's what self-respect looks like. Another sign appears when she challenges you in small ways. She might tease you, question you, or push back during conversations. Sometimes she'll joke in a way that feels slightly sharp or disagree with you in front of others. It can feel like attitude, but often it has a purpose. These moments are less about conflict and more about observation. She wants to see how you respond, whether you become defensive, whether you try too hard to win approval, whether pressure makes you lose your balance. A woman can be interested in you and still test you. In fact, strong attraction often brings stronger testing because she wants to know if what she feels is built on something solid. If you react poorly, you lose ground. Defensiveness, sarcasm, or neediness all weaken your presence. You stop leading yourself and start bargaining for approval. The better response is steady and calm. You don't punish her and you don't try to please her. You stay relaxed, answer lightly if needed, and remain grounded. Sighs. You show that you heard her without losing yourself. Another thing you may notice is that she pays close attention to your reactions. Many men think attraction grows through words alone, but attraction is deeply connected to emotional energy. She may listen to what you say, but she watches how you behave even more closely. She notices your pace, your tone, and whether you stay composed. She sees if you rush to impress or if you remain steady. When she secretly wants you, she becomes sensitive to your emotional state because it influences her own. She wants to know if you're stable and dependable. She wants to feel that your confidence is genuine rather than borrowed. When this happens, you're already on her mind more than you realize. The mistake is trying too hard. Sighs and gasps. The moment you begin performing or planning every sentence, you lose the natural steadiness that drew her in. Another quiet sign appears when she brings up other women or mentions possible competition. While watching your reaction, she might ask who you're seeing or joke about you having options. Sometimes she may mention another man just to observe how you respond. In weak moments, a man tries to prove himself or seek reassurance. But what she's really watching is whether you stay secure in yourself. If you react the wrong way, you'll rush to defend yourself. You'll say you don't talk to anyone else. You'll try to prove there's no competition, or you'll get jealous and start asking questions. That reaction is exactly what she's watching for. Another sign shows up in her body language, even when her words stay neutral. She may keep things friendly on the surface, but her physical behavior reveals more. She mirrors your movements. She turns toward you without thinking. Her voice softens or shifts. Her eyes stay on you a moment longer than necessary. She adjusts her hair when you arrive or touches her neck while talking. Sometimes she finds small reasons for brief contact or laughs a little more than the situation calls for. Body language should guide you toward clarity, not keep you stuck in uncertainty. When the signs are there, you lead with direction. You make a plan instead of hovering in endless flirting. Another quiet sign appears when she looks for ways to get you alone, but frames it casually, snorts. She might ask for help with something, suggest a quick coffee, or ask you to walk with her somewhere. The request sounds simple, but the intention is deeper. At the end of the day, the real lesson here isn't just about spotting signs or trying to figure out what someone feels about you. It's about becoming steady in yourself so you don't lose direction every time emotions get involved. When you stay grounded, you stop guessing so much and start seeing things more clearly. You respond with calm instead of pressure, and you make choices based on what's actually happening instead of what you hope is happening. If someone shows genuine interest through consistent actions, you move forward with confidence. And if the energy isn't there, you step back with respect for yourself and without turning it into drama, sighs, and gasps. That balance is what keeps you clear-headed and confident no matter who comes into your life. Real confidence isn't loud, and it doesn't need constant proof. It shows in the way you carry yourself, in the way you handle uncertainty, and in the way you respect your own time and energy. When you focus on building that kind of mindset, you naturally attract better connections and avoid the confusion that keeps so many people stuck. In the end, it's not about trying to control attraction. It's about knowing who you are, staying consistent, and letting your actions speak for you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new upload from Laurin Unfiltered. And if this message spoke to you, comment grounded below so I know you're building that quiet confidence.